crash the rankings party next week. 4 consecutive wins.
From a teenage streamer who built an empire of 69 million followers through wild stunts and outrageous challenges, to a hardened UFC fighter who's made a career breaking people in the octagon. But that was just the setup. What happens when internet fame crashes into combat sports reality, when a 19-year-old content creator known for pushing boundaries and living life like it's a game steps into the domain of Dan the Hangman Hooker, a man who's been fighting professionally since Speed was in elementary school? The answer? It's more shocking than anyone expected, but New Zealand was just the beginning. Nobody could have predicted what would unfold in that gym. Trust me, what happened is something you have to see to believe. You're gonna want to see what happens when the internet's most fearless creator meets the Hangman's left hook. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's watch Speed learn why they call Hooker the most dangerous man in New Zealand. Before we see how Speed met Hooker's legendary left hook, let's get to know how a kid who started by raging at Fortnite built an empire of 69 million followers. Background on IShowSpeed. IShowSpeed, also known as Darren Watkins Jr., is a well-known content producer who consistently shares content to over 69 million subscribers and followers on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. He recently reached 25 million subscribers on YouTube. However, his celebrations were disrupted when he was in London for the Champions League final and his laptop had low battery during the streaming.
No, my laptop goes dead in 2 minutes. Stop. No, I'm serious. Look, I swear to God, please.
A video posted on social media showed Speed reaching the milestone, but low battery issues with his laptop interrupted his celebrations. Speed has achieved online stardom with 27 million TikTok followers, 25 million YouTube subscribers, and 17.2 million Instagram followers. He also shares content with over 2 million followers on X, Twitter. He live streams himself regularly on YouTube, going to sports events like Football Cup finals, gaming, and engaging with fans through conversation. Afterwards, he uploads videos on YouTube and his social media profiles. And he also makes short videos tailored for TikTok and Instagram. Speed's videos are typically humorous, provocative, or a combination of both. They always spark discussions no matter what he's doing, such as getting in arguments with other Manchester United supporters, needing medical treatment after participating in his inaugural cheese rolling competition, and being RKO'd by Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But perhaps his most daring move was traveling all the way to New Zealand to confront UFC veteran Dan Hooker, a professional fighter known for his striking power and intensity in the octagon. The bold challenge left viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what would happen when the outspoken streamer came face-to-face with a seasoned martial artist who makes a living fighting in the world's most elite MMA organization. As of this time, Speed is 19 years old and hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was born on January 21st, 2005. He started on YouTube in 2016 at the age of 11, sharing videos of himself playing Fortnite and NBA 2K. He transitioned to streaming in 2019 and experienced rapid growth in 2021, gaining 1 million followers in a matter of days. Speed would share videos of himself playing games and getting angry when things didn't go as expected, like destroying games, other gamers, and his camera, which would later be turned into memes. He has been prohibited from streaming on Twitch and playing the game Valorant due to various incidents, including making derogatory and sexist remarks, which have caused trouble for Speed in the past. While IShowSpeed is mostly recognized for his activities as a YouTuber and streamer, making him one of the most well-known figures globally at this moment. In recent years, the 19-year-old has become very popular by participating in daring challenges and frequently posting on social platforms. From breaking gaming setups to stealing the show at WrestleMania, Speed's wild ride had taken him everywhere. But when he bounced into that New Zealand gym, claiming he could outbox everyone there, the Hangman showed him UFC fighters hit different. The fight, like a moth drawn to a flame, IShowSpeed's relentless pursuit of viral challenges led him to perhaps his most audacious encounter yet, which is a sparring session with UFC fighter Dan Hooker. This wasn't just any casual matchup. Hooker, a battle-tested veteran with 22 fights in the UFC's unforgiving octagon, stands as one of the most formidable fighters in Dana White's organization, competing against the elite at 155 pounds. What was about to unfold when an outspoken internet personality stepped into the domain of a professional combat athlete would leave viewers stunned. It's safe to say that Speed's sparring session didn't go too well. It was clear from the start that he wouldn't survive for long in the octagon against a seasoned UFC veteran. Despite whatever he may have been hoping for, Speed boasted that no one in the room could defeat him in boxing before his fight with Hooker. This caused the Hooker to clap while wearing focus pads on his hands. It goes without saying that he appeared enthusiastic about teaching Speed a lesson. However, the YouTuber promptly altered the rules to suit his own needs. No kicking. I know how this sport goes. I don't want nothing broken. Let's do boxing. During the friendly fight, Speed just hopped around the cage and kept his distance without doing anything significant. However, Hooker showcased his expertise by continuously delivering punches. In the world of social media crossovers, few moments have captured the raw intensity of what was about to unfold. The date, March 2024. The location, a private gym in New Zealand. The players, a YouTube megastar and a seasoned UFC killer. No one could have predicted what happened next. Inside the steel cage, IShowSpeed faced off against the notorious Hangman Dan Hooker. Although Speed griped about the weight gap between them, it ended up working in Hooker's favor.
Why is he so big, bro? Wait, come on.
We weigh the same.
I'm lighter than you, Hooker had stated, his words carrying the weight of professional fighting experience. A warning, perhaps. A prophecy, absolutely. What followed was a brutal lesson in reality. With each passing minute, Speed's signature energy, the same energy that had earned him millions of followers, began to fade. The YouTube star's movements grew sluggish, his legendary confidence crumbling under the relentless pressure of a trained UFC fighter. When it was over, Speed emerged from the cage a changed man.
Nah, you a good ass fighter though. I can tell he was going easy on me.
Yeah, he's the man.
I feel like UFC would have killed me.
You a good at one fighter, he admitted, his voice carrying the weight of newfound respect. Then came the revelation that stunned his followers. I could tell you were going easy on me, but the story doesn't end there. Hours later, Hooker would take to Instagram, posting a single photo that would send shockwaves through both the fighting and influencer communities. His caption, just 5 words long, would cement this moment in cross-platform history. Bulls of Steel, this man. But this beatdown was about to turn into something nobody expected. And when Hooker dropped that Young Boy track, the internet lost its mind. Reactions and fallout. Shortly after Hooker posted the image on his social media, fans of the fight quickly commented to share their opinions on the surprising collaboration. Despite Hooker putting him down repeatedly, Speed remained cheerful and lively during his conversation with the New Zealander. This caused the fight fans to think that the YouTuber was truly having a good time in the country. One fan pondered this and commented, "Speed actually looks like he's genuinely enjoying New Zealand, the culture, and everything too." Even the online users appeared to have relished the partnership. Another fan had commented, "Not the duo I expected, but the duo I needed." In the meantime, someone else commented, "I never expected to see this duo. I love it." Some fans praised Speed for entering the cage with Hooker. In the end, facing a UFC fighter, even in a friendly match, requires courage. One fan had commented, "Take Spaetzels to hop in the cage. Speed is crazy already." However, some people disagreed with Hooker's caption and said, "You were trying to kill him in there, bro." However, one thing was certain. It was an interaction between a UFC fighter and his fan. One netizen noticed and commented, "The BMF with a fan." Indeed, it was in reference to Dustin Poirier's 4-man BMF championship. However, netizens were most shocked by Hooker's decision to post a particular song on his Instagram. It was one of Youngboy's tracks, and it deeply resonated with the fans. One fan commented, "Hangman honestly got the best music taste out of all UFC fighters." Another comment read, "Dan listened to YB, now I'm a bigger fan." Just as the dust was settling on Speed's viral beatdown, Hooker dropped another bombshell. When asked about fighting McGregor, the Hangman's response about panties in February would reveal why this feared UFC veteran was putting his career on hold. Will Dan Hooker make his return to the UFC octagon, though? Dan Hooker has won 3 fights in a row, coming back to the octagon at UFC 305 and defeating Polish wrestler Mateusz Gamrot with an impressive split decision victory. The UFC will be coming back to Australia in February for a PPV event at the Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney. However, Hooker will not be fighting on that card because he and his partner will be welcoming their child in the same month. "I'm good to go in January or March," Hooker told Helen Yee Sports in October. "The missus is due for a baby in February, so no can go. I've got a little girl on the way. You'd even turn down a big fight with McGregor for the birth of your child." You're not missing that. No panties are coming off in February. The January PPV will be held in Abu Dhabi, a preferred location for Hooker, as former champion Justin Gaethje has expressed interest in fighting the Hangman. From a teenage streamer who built an empire of 69 million followers through wild stunts and outrageous challenges, to stepping into the octagon with a hardened UFC veteran, Speed's journey is barely scratching the surface. Every day, his challenges grow bolder, his stunts more daring, pushing boundaries that most wouldn't dare to cross. While documenting this fight, countless untold stories emerged, some too recent to verify, others too outrageous to believe. But one thing became clear: Speed isn't just growing his legacy, he's transforming it. So the next time you see Speed's name trending, ask yourself, is this just another wild stunt, or is the 19-year-old prodigy about to break the internet again? The answer might be more shocking than his encounter with the Hangman.